cannot succeed.
Sierra Leone, push. You're my killer, this is for you them. What for you say?
This ain't not a kush. No, not a kush. No, not a kush. Oh yeah, me I can feel them. What are they run me eye? We are the see me sister them. They die in the street. Oh. Me I can feel them. When they see me brother them in the streets. Yeah. Some they link they not. Some lay down a guts at the sleep. Oh. So when I ask, they tell me say na kush. Nike pull roll and son of them food. They prefer for left the house, they gonna get so all day they kush. Oh yeah, say not a kush. Me brother don't want before him friend. Say not a kush. So we they use the old age my youngest. Say not a kush. Youths them just they die. Say not a kush. Sorry we say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. Say that's a cushion. Papa government help we are. Say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. Say that's a cushion. What for you to say? Is it all?
Fumble them on a good evening, on a good morning, on a good afternoon. Any sigh, usai, on a happen, profen, on a safe, na the wall. I hope life has been good to you. I hope life has treated you with kindness. I hope life has treated you fairly. Regardless of the hustle and bustle, we tell God thank you, say, He give we another day to be grateful, to be thankful, to be appreciative. Before we sit down inside the show Tigi one, I go want for apologize personally to all because last week as scheduled for CAN, I had already prepared all of my materials, and then within a country where if you if you miss one doctor appointment or make you get an appointment there again, might take a while. So I had a pre-scheduled doctor's appointment with my doctor, and the appointments go beyond the intended planned time. That is out of my control. There's nothing I can do. And at that point, I can't walk away. So that's why una not see me last week. Fumble them. I hope say we are all. Now give me 1 second. Yeah. So if you know why I say una give me 1 second. The truth is, to be able to do the show, it takes sacrifice. I should be the one making dinner for my family right now, but my husband is making dinner, and he just come for consult with me quickly for show me, is this okay? And I nodded yes, and he will go on and make dinner. So by the time when they finish the show, which will be 7:00 p.m. my time, or a little after 7. When I'm done, we have dinner ready for the family and we can eat. So these are some of the sacrifices. So I know for say me, I can like for be as open as I can. These are some of the sacrifices we've been making over the years to be able to do the show. It's not just about coming and sitting here and what have you. There's a lot of sacrifices that goes into it. For the one that we've been watching the game until now, FIFA World Cup, right? The World Cup is ongoing. For the one that we've been watching the game done. So with the transition now from the game, at least on this platform, we are transitioning from showing the game to, talking about things that we don't affect or where they affect we in a mama salon. As soon as I know, me like for take me time and analyze things. I have been doing this for many years now. I've been doing this as far back as I can look. I've been doing this for over a decade. So sitting back, analyzing shows, analyzing issues and what have you is nothing new to me. Being part of movements, being part of, a cause, promoting a cause, promoting a movement, promoting whatever is nothing new to me, right? I have my balance. I know my boundaries. I know where to dot my I's and where to cross my T's. And like I can say, above all else, I am a professional. No matter which space I find myself, I maintain that code of professionalism. I want to forgive, and just speaking about being part of any movement and being part of movements and causes that I so dearly hold, as the Vice Chair Global of Hope for Youth, Sierra Leone, tomorrow we celebrate 6 years of existence, 6 years of giving hope to youth across Sierra Leone in all 16 districts of Sierra Leone. Hope that, it not just end na politics, it not just end papa wait till you get, bra wait till you get, mami how, no. Hope that youth can thrive, the belief that they are the future of tomorrow, the belief that we still have good people among us, the belief that there are genuine people that can strive and work and bring the best out of mankind and humanity. I don't want to take the space today for talk about Hope for Youth Sierra Leone. I have done that in years past, many years, in and out and continuously. But even as they celebrate the 6th anniversary, which I believe the host community this time around will be Bo, with the speaker, right? The keynote speaker will be delivered by Dr. Fuad Sharif. So all know, or most people know Dr. Fuad Sharif, right? The proprietor or owner of Cotton Tree Pharmacy in Asabian. So I do not interact or get into things or get myself involved with people who do not know the what should I say? We not get grip on waiting than they do. And get grip on waiting than they do. And so to the many youths across Sierra Leone, I will not be able to name all of the chapters then. And if I begin, they can name some chapters them and I left other chapters them. The next message we I go get now, Madam MJC, because that's how they refer to me. Madam NJC, you not call we name. Madam NJC, you not like, I didn't know you not like we again, or we not to you picking them. So no. I don't want for answer question, big question at tight parlor. So how about I say Hohajumi, right? That is our motto, one of our motto, Hohajumi to una all. Yeah? and let's leave it at that. Now, the topic for today says Fatima Bio UCLA degree controversy allegedly costing $210,000 US. Una bear with me. We will take our time to go through this, but there are a series of other things then that we need to unpack, because the last 2 weeks, if there have ever been a time where one person don't capture the space, and when I say the space herein, I'm talking about the debate, the narrative space, the debating space, the narrative space. Not only inside Salone, but outside of Sierra Leone. I think the past 2 weeks has been it. It has been it. But you see, in capturing the space, sometimes it has led to a positive outcome. Other times it has led to a negative outcome. And the reason why this happened many a times, or in this case, the reason why is because somebody not take them time for do them study. Somebody not take them time for do them research, for understand the scope and space whose side then they operate, the limitation within which they are operating. And so at times, even when a good intended action is seen, the application of that action may lead to a negative reaction. Una stay with me. Today I care when I go school small. Today not to the day way, like that mommy we can say, Matilda, broke a down for me, boom me pikin. I cannot sit down there wait for you so for can listen to you, but sometimes they then kind English that ya way you can talk, you can mix up, box up me brain, broke a down for me, do ya beg. So to that mommy day, where I know for say still there they watch me, do ya ma. I beg forgive me today. I will try my best, but forgive me. I don't ask for pardon in advance. So we will take our time to look at this. But before we look at this, not all this no more they happen. And like you said, the show rightly says Salone Issues. So I do not only talk about an issue or a subject, I talk about the issue, the subject, the issues, and their subjects. Okay? Now, the first one we're going to talk about is Zainab Sharif. Zainab Sharif, they hear an appeal to last week. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it must have been last week, Thursday or Friday morning. Now, don't quote me on the exact date. It has been a very not so easy week and weeks and days. I want to strongly say that Thursday in hearing will take place. I want to strongly say that. The judge don't accept for listening to the appeal. And so on the 18th, then go sit down again and we go hear wetin the judge go say whether or not the appeal trial will go ahead. So for any of you who care, for any of you who pray, for those of you who have been foot soldiers and gladiators and generals in this matter, whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let make we hope to God say, come the 18th, which if I'm not mistaken, and at this coming Thursday, make the law, allow the law for play out. Make that judge day, allow the erudites of the law, if I say the erudite, the one that we sabi the law book, we sabi turn over from A to Z, we can go and pull citation and references and precedents for really team up for Zainab and defend Zainab. I hope in all fairness that the judge presiding on this case will look at the merit of the case and say, let the appeal process be held, let it go on. And I hope say for be fair to the nation, for me or I not say for anybody, this now one of them trial them where there should not be a gag order, where the public for suppose for be packed, where the trial should be broadcasted. Bring the public into your space. Me, I don't do a couple of research then. If I were part of the defense council, some 2-3 things and the way we go shove inside. But I don't see the name them of the people and within Zainab in defense council. These people are worth their salt. And I'm sure they will do everything possible for make sure say the law is not circumvented, but as prescribed is applied. So make we all put we hand and finger them together. If not pray, we dey pray, make we pray. If not fast, we dey fast, make we fast. If not candlelight vigil, we will all make we all. Whatever it is I said that you have been doing to uphold this young woman, please continue. Now let's move to another area. The thing them boku, not to all I'm able to talk about. But like una know, I can like for brief people them on waiting they go on. Now let us move to Aminata. And when I say Aminata, I am talking about a petroleum company. A petroleum company where na Liberia owned, where currently they operate na Salone. The world is a global market. Open competition is encouraged. As a matter of fact, that's why they call it globalization. Globalization will mean say there is free movement, right? Free partnership, collaboration, bilateral, multilateral, you call it, you name it, it is happening. But free movement and free market not for be at the disadvantage of your young homegrown. Enough for be. And this is where Aminata comes in. Aminata again, because why they say the name, some people and go feel say na woman and they talk about. No, I am referring to the petroleum, the Liberian owned petroleum company by the name of Aminata. Just like where we get National Petroleum na Salone. Okay, I want set and make we understand properly. The reason why make I talk about Aminata is because I strongly believe that our locally owned petroleum station, which is NP, as we all know it, I believe say government they take advantage right now, pan we own. And if government take advantage pan we own instead of protect we own, now with duty and obligation as Sierra Leoneans then, for say we not agree at all, we not agree. Waiting at this advantage. NP na the supplier to government. Without NP, government will not go see the government vehicle that they go fiti fatal, lefu. No. As a matter of fact, the Salone government owe NP thousands and thousands, if not in fact running into the millions of dollars. Where they owe this with national company. But waiting the government of Sierra Leone do, through the ministry were responsible for them kind marketing the day. Then bring come this Aminata from Liberia. When I say it is okay, competition is okay. But when you give undue advantage to the competitor as against your local own, local grown, then there is an issue. Government make contract with this Aminata Yasu for come inside salon and do business inside salon. But listen to this, people. Inside the book where they write, so the agreement, they want give Aminata 3 years. Now listen, 3 years of paying no taxes. 3 years of paying no taxes. Meanwhile, your own local grown, we don't sit down with you through Ebola. Actually, let me back up a bit. We don't sit down with you through war. It don't sit down with you through development. It don't sit down with you through Ebola. It don't sit down with you through mudslide. It don't sit down with you through chickenpox. It don't sit down with you through mpox. It don't sit down with you through cholera. It don't sit down with you through COVID. You know, give them 5% deduction. You they take from them. In fact, because of patriotism, they allow una for take and we go pay later. You know, get a 5%, relaxation. Because that is a relaxation. But a foreign-owned company, where that same foreign company, that Aminata, they were MPB one go inside Liberia for set up shop in Liberia, then frustrates MP, then frustrate MP, then frustrate MP, MP nearly give up. They had to go set up shop in other countries like Abidjan, Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and so on and so forth before the reroutes come back for able can set shop na Liberia. What concession did Liberia give to NP? Nothing. They paid their dues. So who that did that government we feel say Aminata is so precious over NP we don't cry with all nets. Then we don't clean now one can ask NP say what he making I read. Hey, not only that then give them concession back na the keys. Na the keys. Then you petroleum, then you petrol gets advantage over we own as a matter of when then they dock. Me not know the technical name because I did not take my time to go into the technicality, but basically like where you go offload so right. If everybody for pool, if everybody suppose make I just make example, say when I go market, if everybody forget 10 blind pepper the same day. No for wait first. When Aminata in don't get in own 10 blind pepper plus waiting he wants. Now that 10 the owner can take the way there. That is the deal that they are setting. They not only go on top of that, they also say then they give Aminata wait after the 3 years where they not go pay no tax at all. Operating tax it where they not go pay no tax at all to Salone. When they begin pay tax, so now listen to this. So the current taxation percentage na Salone are 15% for businesses, especially such businesses. 15% na they pay. You wouldn't believe that the girlfriend to Aminata, because there has to be some girlfriend and some boyfriend to Aminata in this business. Like there is somebody. The girlfriend or the boyfriend to Aminata wrote this deal in such a way that Aminata will only pay 5% in taxation, revenue taxes, while your locally operated MP will continue to pay 15%. Meanwhile, you owe her money. Meanwhile, MP na they responsible for the Aberdeen Women Clinic, na them bill am, na them the waiting and call, na they responsible for the engineering, the building of the engineering department na Frappe College, na they responsible for a very brand new clinic where they don't open a month. And so on and so forth. Now you have to understand that NP is not a half-half. NP na a 100% Sierra Leone own. Na Salone man, them born Salone man, then come together about 30 years ago for form and open that company. They so na Salone born, Salone bred, Salone DNA. So you want can put systems in place where go stifle you yawn for the advantage of other man. And then we want for talk say we not get by that. We want for talk say when people say Salone man no like in country na promote no more they talk about not in action. You think people are joking. You think people are playing. Then kind thing there so now a clear example of Salone man no like in country. Why would you even look at such a deal? In know for say me, when government agencies, whatever, no matter which arm of government, if I feel say in an issue they are gotten it right, I will say it. This has gone to Parliament. Parliament has rejected it. It was not tabled. I hope, and I know for say I can call them honorable when they know they do well. But in this particular instance, they did the honorable thing. They did the honorable thing. And I hope that they will continue doing the honorable thing when it comes to this Aminata business. Because you cannot be going around telling people, come back home, bring your businesses back home, salon is ripe, salon is ready, you know, we need you to come help develop the nation. And then, when people encounter for can to feed people, now for can frustrate people, now for clear all waiting people, don't work for so hard. It doesn't make sense. Where is the patriotism in this? Giving on, so now what thing will happen is that Sierra Leone and then go notice say, oh, all of a sudden, now the Aminata pumping station them, the gas price, the petrol price low. But then go begin talk say, MP when are we on, look whether they sell give with dear one. Out of ignorance, they will say that. But what they would not understand is that they self young government now they sabotage the locally born homegrown business, right, to the advantage of a foreign or competitor business. How then they go benefit salon? Now tell me right now, this 5% deduction one I don't give. Una wan give how they call it zero taxation for 3 years old. Una wan give Aminata. Whether money they can build one hospital, it can build one school on side, it can pay for subsidize the education for a whole school or 2-3 government schools. Then the teacher their salary. Una wan take a number una blow breeze pan powder like dust. In the name of what? And then at the 3 years, instead of the 15% where they're supposed to pay, una say make them pay 5%. Who cut that brown envelope? I would like to know. Who cut that brown envelope? Who? And then the thing is that you are gaslighting. This is a proper gaslighting. Una dey gaslight MP right now. And then they pit them against the young brothers and sisters them. Because if them begin sell, if the young gas price them begin go high, and then maintain a higher gas price than Aminata, the salon man go turn say, and look them, even the salon and petroleum waiting and call the sell giwi, now this other one and they sell giwi cheap. Not knowing that now then young governments now in don't nyakanya mix up box up. For make a foreigner can do better na the country than on a young locally owned born and locally owned business. And then at the end of the day, when the foreigner don't eat, he don't bell full, he don't make profits, he don't go do number 2, number 1 and 2, he flush and he left and day. You know what I mean? And then the good manure of the soil, then go take her back the care and go back na the country. Because guess what? There ain't no foreigner that leaves their profits in a foreign man's land. Absolutely no, ma'am. Absolutely no, sir. Then they take and go back for good benefits their country. Because guess what? Now then seeing them there, now they ace their country in face go up. So who are we fooling? Why are we so wicked to each other? Why can't we do things in the name of Mama Salon and Mama Salon alone? Why should there be kickbacks, profit? Why should there always be gain? Why should it always be a brown envelope situation? Why? We know they tire. For make we always they backstab each other that we back and then we can't laugh with clean teeth. Like for say we don't know what thing they happen. This thing vexes me, oh. It vexes me. I cannot lie. It vexes me bad. I will follow on the Aminata situation. But make we move on to one last thing. Before, actually, you know what, this thing ties into what I can't talk about, because now I am analyzing situations surrounding our First Lady. Let me analyze situations. So somebody, they say, how true it is is she from Liberia? No, remember the name of the company is called Aminata. Aminata is not a person. Please go back to Usaya explain what in Aminata be. Aminata not to a person like me and you. Aminata is a thing, okay? Like a company, an oil company. Liberia owned company. Like where we get NP when a Salone own, then get Aminata when a Liberia own. Just like you go get Dangote when a Nigeria own. That contextualize and small. Now, make a drink water small. Now, make we go back to the things, issues, controversies or norms surrounding the First Lady of Sierra Leone. The first one we are going to talk about now the medical record of a 30-year-old woman we married, according to what we understand, have children, we get small chamot with a mother-in-law. That's how the story goes, okay? I am not saying that's what the story is 100% because, remember, in law, in communication ethics law, when you are not present to validate, to verify, to ascertain, you would always say allegedly, right? So in everything that I'm about to say here, except for the one that I can say here is the proof, factual, evidential, can withstand, the veracity of the law, it is always assumed allegedly. So, this woman may get small chamot with her mother-in-law. One thing lead to another, the mother-in-law decides, say, I go show you. By I go show you, you go call in so we paddy them for put this woman bondo because this woman was an uncut woman. And so therefore, the central issue here is because she is an uncut woman talking to a cut woman, so therefore she has violated whatever it is they claim she's violated. Dande on itself, the aggression itself, now a very separate issue. Okay? And I cannot talk about, because it will take me days for talk about just that piece there alone. So how about I rest it? Right? The part where we want to talk about now, the ethical part now of the First Lady coming to say that she is aware, allegedly. Well, this is not allegedly because it was written by her. And if somebody writes something, it is no more allegedly because you can pull what that person has written as evidential fact. Right? Go on for say how in gets doctor medical report where she say na lie this 30-year-old woman been the lie, how they not put on bondo, this, that. Go on to say a whole bunch of things. For me, this one is short and brief. When the question was posed to, I believe, the name is Wusu, who I believe is allegedly the either the spokesperson of the First Lady or something like that. And I don't quote me verbatim on this because to know me is to know that I don't pay attention to certain things. I only pay attention to what matters. But what is interesting here is that now the rebuttal or the answer where the first lady, I think spokesperson give Lamrana interview and ask him about how the first lady access medical record. The answer that was provided was that the first lady na a journalist, studied journalism. No, the first lady studied journalism. He did not say the first lady is a journalist. He said the first lady studied journalism. And because he studied journalism, she has a way of getting information, just like Lamrana as a journalist gets in way of getting information. I nearly fell off my chair. I was at work when I read that day. I was in the middle of a meeting, a very important meeting. Literally, people saw me somersaulting on my chair. Like, are you kidding me? Medical records are something private. They are something personal to the individual. They are something very private to the individual. The only person where a medical record cannot be private and if there is an issue, needs to be brought to the public. When I say cannot be private, actually it can be semi-private, but not entirely private. Now, when you're not head of state, like a man so the president is the president of 8-point-something million people. In medical record cannot be totally private. There are things we need to know. We need for know say the person where they rule, where they on top with is sane, is they in good health, is they in good spirit, is they in good mind. It's always important. But even at that, there are certain things that cannot be made public to the public to people, because it still deserves in privacy, even as an head of state. But a private citizen involved in a private matter, you as the first lady, how did you get a hold of a private citizen medical record? First of all, I ask, who were the medical practitioners? When who have been in the hospital? Which hospital? Who were the doctors on duty that carried the exam? Who was the pathologist or whoever? Where go read? Or the radiographist will read the record? Who was the interpreter? Hey, you know, with the same one make salon, because now so what I am seeing is ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, lawsuit upon lawsuit. Like they will lawsuit your generation out. And who is the first lady is not a medical practitioner. She is not even a journalist. To study journalism, to study something does not mean you practice that. To practice something that you study is different from acquiring a degree. Waiting, the first lady gets now a degree. She has not been a practitioner of that degree. Not to my knowledge. I don't ever see go cover a subject matter or did an investigative piece in Pulnado. Sorry, if you see at a shake or there is some shaking, my camera kind of not stable, but I am very, very stable myself. But sometimes the camera, the way in the broadcast can be maybe not the the streaming, I don't know. But can you imagine somebody go take your personal business in the name of I get power, I sit on a power, quote unquote, I am untouchable. Go pull your business nado. Would she like it if somebody did that to her? Would she like it if somebody do that to any of him picking them? Why make we dey take the most serious and the most important thing them and we trivialize them in the name of na dem sit down na power, na dem get power? This is a breach of the person private space. It is a breach of their human rights. But you know wetin even vex me a little bit? Wetin vex me a little bit are the fact that, say, a professional media like that of Truth Media go and publish that story there. It is not everything that you have to publish as a professional. Sometimes you get to look at the veracity, the merits, the method. You get to look at the pros and cons. Not just for publishing's sake. You also need to look at, in the process of doing this, am I causing harm? In the process of doing this, am I causing harm? And if you're not able to check mark all them boxes that day, you pull back. It is only in Sierra Leone such act will be committed and you know, somebody walks away free. No one is questioned. But I feel sorry for the young lady. That her space was abused like that just because. And this Nike makes us say, we say, and I can always talk and I also say, we need for educate with people then. We cannot allow our population to continually be at the bottom. We cannot allow we people them for continuously for make them not know their rights, for make them not know what person can do to them and what person not allow for do to them, no matter what in your position. No matter who that you be or how big you be. It is not right, it is undone. If she was a practicing journalist, make we forget about even if she was a practicing journalist. Now, journalism school, journalism 101, first day, right? Me not study journalism, but I study communications. And the similarities between journalism and communication, they are like this. They are like this, okay? Most of the same courses them way they take inside journalism, that they're the same courses that they take back inside communication. And you see, the thing is that I did not only study organizational communication, I also have a degree in media communication. So for make somebody who can't talk for say, oh Matilda, you know, you are studying now certain organizational communication you talk, but no man, I have a degree in media communication, so I know what I'm talking about. It goes against the fundamental, the 101 principle. It goes against it. Make me forget say you not practice, but go back. Waiting your book tell you. First year, introduction to journalism. Waiting your book tell you. We cannot forget these things. We cannot take them for granted and violate people just because we think we are untouchable. Now make we go to our next thing. Last week or thereabouts, the First Lady was scheduled or slated to participate na Cambridge University, one of this, program them. No. The event was taking place. Let me correct that. The event was taking place at Cambridge University. It was not a Cambridge University organized the event. Now another organization organized the event. Right? The headline from the 5 Foundation reads, Sierra Leone's First Lady will no longer be speaking at Cambridge University next week. And it says thank you, it gives all the whatever. The First Lady come and say that nobody no cancel and for speak, now in withdraw. How this came about, whether na in withdraw, na cancel then cancel am. Now the defense being given or justification being given by the office of the First Lady stating that they were not comfortable with the organization where they put up this event and that make them withdraw. I would say fact checking that. The facts reveal that this is not the first time she has participated at this event involving this very set of people. So not a way anti-FGM campaigners then come and then say, not in my name, not in our name. Stand and take a position. Stand in your truth and stand for what you believe in. Say it as it is. But you know, put foot one foot na ya, you put other foot yonder. We are no longer doing this. Down there not to the term now where you go come and mount up a defense say now you withdraw. Because these people have gone ahead, they've stated their case and they have said, if you believe that child rights, early child marriage causes harm and is a harmful practice, then in the same line, you should also believe that in accordance to our customaries and traditional expectation within Sierra Leone, female genital mutilation is also wrong. Here is why. When they go put young woman or young pikin in bondo, what is normally the perception? They are getting them ready for marriage. So, on one hand, you cannot say this action is wrong, but the action before it is okay by you. And when I say okay by you, the okay is not an overt okay. What do I mean by overt? Openly not say agree. Now a covert okay, meaning that he set him out, he not say I agree with waiting them they do. He not say I not agree with waiting them they do. Instead, he say, him believe say, the law say, if person don't 18, the person then can put on bondo or it can go bondo. But we clearly know say, inside we country, 90% of women age Now listen to the age properly. Inside we country, 90% of women age 60 or even older to about age 3, and I dey put them at age 3 because that is what the data shows. That dey no mean for say pikin way younger than age 3 have not been circumcised or they not dey go through female genital mutilation as salon. Hear me properly. It means say the statistic they show say 90% of that quadrant they at about age 60, 70 to 3 are circumcised. They don't go through female genital mutilation. In that percentage they 60% between the ages of 3 to 15. Now you read the age of 60% between the ages of 3 to 15 are circumcised. 80% between the ages of 3 to 17 or 18 to be generous are also circumcised. So when I see the age bracket one they talk say the law provide for make them go through this bundle. If I were to do mathematical deduction, now 10% of the normal circumcised at that age range. The other 80% circumcision takes place during the age where the law quote unquote prohibits it. When the side the law say I not agree or enough for B, na they na that side they na that bracket they sef tigi tranga one na they the business they take place. So if on one hand you are saying you are against, you're saying hands off our girls. Shouldn't that hands off our girls automatically be inclusive of female genital mutilation, the non-existence of such practice, if you really mean business? The First Lady has gone on to confirm or attest the fact that say, in union two girl picking them, he not put them bundle, he not put them through that circumcision phase day. Reason is say, me granny go, me mama go, me self them puts me. But me young picking them and no one for see them cry. So now Uda ain't picking them for the cry. If you have the consciousness that this thing will lead to you picking them, being sad, crying, because you know the grab no more you begin cry because laugh the kitchen or because they full the kitchen. The only thing we go make person na something where they mourn. Or even though yes, people cry because something good has happened to them and they are rejoicing. But not to that kind of cry they will they talk about Naya. And the cry of pain, the cry of agony. So just imagine if you as a mother as a mother, right? If you as a mother recognize the fact, say, if I put me picking them bondo, right? The effect on them, not tears, not cry. What makes it different for the rest? If you cut them not to the same blood they come up on them, is it not the same agony? Is it not the pain they will feel. So why not stand in your truth all the way through and like Esther and say, if I perish, I perish. But let me stand for what it is. But you can't they have so and then you justify this other one half so. So now in that light, some practitioners and activists then get together and say, we cannot sit back and have this woman take a podium in England, where England gets one of the severest laws then, FGM, one of the severest FGM laws then. So, admittedly, the rights to the school, the host body, and then the rights to the host organization. So whether or not she withdrew by her own merit, or it was as a result, something other than the fact say you feel say them people here so they pan you key. If they pan you key, why make you don't work with them in years past? The very first thing they call you, and the very first thing they if you don't say no, I don't research you now, because anytime when they call you for go talk, you get for research the back, you get for research, you get for ask questions, you not just you go no more, you go talk. So I don't research you now, I don't this. Una vision or una mission or una policy not align with me. Thank you very much for the invitation, Una Tata. But wetin happen following this? Na the thing wey can lead some 10 day way una can lead to that word class action suit. Class action suit. Because what the First Lady will do following this, instead of accepting things for what they are and move on, she went on to release names of people who had signed the letter petitioning the institution and then people there so and requesting for answer. But beyond that, it tried for politicize the issue. It bring them from an international debate meshed within a local reality. It watered down to political nonsense, political bigotry. It said the people them, where go behind them, na APC people them, na APC politicians them. But what is even laughable at this, and this is why I say we take them even in this, both space where we dey, even in this space of draw where we dey, right? Even in this space of draw where we dey, sometimes if we even feel aggrieved or offended or whatever, or slighted or whatever you might feel, take the time to do your research and position yourself properly. Because then people are so where you don't go attack. Some of them are Sierra Leoneans who in the past have come out openly to say the political party they belong to, which happens to be the SLPP party. So because an action was taken that is not in conformity to your own belief or modus operandi, you flip them. You accuse them for being APC-led politicians them and opposition-led hunters them. Some of these people on this list are not even Sierra Leoneans. They're not in Dondo, not even blood tied to Salone. But they believe in the cause. They believe in the cause. Now that make them pen their name them down. So you just go no more now, you blanket slate them all and call them APC politician, opposition politicians. You defame them. You publish their names then. I don't know what thing you been they expect from the publication of the names them. Like what were you expecting? I don't know the motive behind Andy. Because at the end of the day, these people are internationally known practitioners and activists. So you are not giving them a show. You're not announcing them to the public because they are already announced. You know, recently in some conversations, and I see Gonna, they say degree in media communication is not an academic degree, it is another useless degree. Thank you very much, Gonna. But let me tell you something. The degree that I hold in media communication, not a useless degree. That degree, they don't take me go places. Okay? Sometimes the one where you sabi and the one where you get is useless to you. I pray God say it will be profitable to you. Like how it don't be profitable to me. That degree they don't make, I don't sit down and chair them and benches them and tables them. We are not going to ever talk about. Just like the Women Deliver Conference in Vancouver, that was the first and the biggest platform where Fatima Bio ever stepped foot in. Women Deliver, Canada. Guess waiting. Some of we salon people are working, they talk to them. I'm like, yeah, I know you were there. I know you were there. I know when you were there. I know when you were coming in. I know what you were there for. They're like, but I didn't see me. I'm like, you didn't need to see me because guess what? I was doing my job. At least them, all the Sierra Leoneans, them will participate in that conference day inside Canada. But you see, my dear, that useless degree, that degree where you say useless, now ain't carry me goodie. I knew every Sierra Leonean that were in that space in that room. But guess what? None of those Sierra Leoneans knew that I was in that space and in that room. Because guess what? I was doing my job. None of those Sierra Leoneans knew that there was a Sierra Leonean working for the government of Canada, Global Affairs, in the Department of International Development and Foreign Affairs, that was a communication advisor on that file. You hear me? So you see that useless degree, it puts me in a spaces them and places them where I hope say if you self get that degree there, it will put you in that kind of place them there. I am a professional, I do my job. It's just that the time where, you know, the Memuna to Pratt came to Canada as the Minister of Tourism, was at my office headquarters. I had just finished doing a traditional rites ceremony, doing my job. The only reason we make us stop, because normally I don't do that, because I'm a professional, I'll just walk by you. It's just another black person they're seeing. You will never know that I saw you, will never know that it was me. The only reason we make us stop that afternoon day is because I noticed one of my colleagues was with them. I could hear them speak Creole. I went to my colleague and I said, what is the issue? They were having some security issue because you know just they, even if they get appointment, you know just they go no more anywhere. They were having some security issue. And so I stopped by, spoke to my colleague, sought the issue out. And they noticed. And the reason we make them notice now because one pan the person we been there with them sabi me mama. One man, the person we been there with them, we been dey follow them for cover, sabi me mama, and she picked me up and told them that she's a Sierra Leonean, a salon person dandy. That was the time my people that, hey, boy, na salon person, boy, you work na this kind of place, so now we need for sabi and waiting and girl. I smiled. I walked away, never maintained contact with any of them. Because what? I am a professional. At that moment, I wasn't representing Sierra Leone. If I notice Sierra Leone need help, I will step in because it is my country of birth. But at that particular moment, I was representing the interest of Canada. And that's it. So yes, sometimes I'm in spaces that you no go ever see me. Because I'm there doing my job. I'm a professional, now they can't chit chat, hey, no, you will never see me do that. Because I know how for demarcate. I know my boundaries then. I know the oath I took when I took office. So by you say me degree no go any side, I just tell you 2-3 no more who sign me degree then don't go. You want make I tell you what happened during Ebola. You also want make I tell you what happened during Corona. Una left, una no sabi people there, una don't know the spaces then where they operate. Don't just throw jabs for jabs sake. Make me learn for respect we self and respect within each and every one of us bring to the table, whether we speak about it or we do not speak about it. Like me, I don't like to talk about me per se. I will give you instances then when situation matters. I will give you instances then and say, guess who was there at so and so time and so space? With whom? And then I left our cargo. So the biggest platform she ever graced was Women Delivered, Vancouver. One of the comms strategists and strategic advisor, comms advisor and strategist on that portfolio for the government of Canada, covering 2 ministries, was Matilda Cole. But you will never see me. You will never ever. The only side where you will catch them, perhaps, is if I am seeking a job. And it makes a feature in my resume because those are the type of things in the communication world you want to bring out to show your work, show what you're capable of. Make we respect people then. Don't use their show or their name drop or then this before you give them respect, before you acknowledge them. Just be yourself. Respect people, acknowledge people for who they are and what they are, and leave the rest. I mean, just want to do an aside to Dandy. I am in the topic. Don't worry, people. Me this so I am already in the topic. Oh, for the one that we say I am already in the topic. I'm already in the topic. Oh, don't wait for a bomb to drop. I'm already in the topic. I'm analyzing as I am going. And so following that, what would hit us next would be eviction. When I know for say about a year ago, what commoner do say, the lady has acquired several houses, mansions in the Gambia, in the US, even in England where we speak. They get a beautiful mansion, a beautiful property there. I said A because I cannot ascertain others. I know of one for sure. But it's possible to say then get other one there. So I go talk about the one we miss sabi. Waiting follow na it's a fictitious story. Now by that, people and just they talk without proof. Without proof, they not they show proof. You know, during that time I lost a lot of party demo. Or for me, I will always say you were never my friend to begin with if because I say something where you not agree with and you do not have the kahunas to confront me and say, Matilda, that thing we say I don't like am. Or why make you say what thing you say? And give me the podium, the space for explain to you. Some people call me behind the scenes and say, Matilda, bro, that thing we talk, you know, you really pinch some people. I'm like, but I know what I'm doing though. I'm like, I may not understand the British housing system and what have you, but the point where I try for make is that everybody starts from somewhere or started from somewhere. And the other point where I try for make is that if this woman they say, una not pull evidential proof, substantial proof, substantiating proof, I am also saying the same. I am saying let the investigation lead to where it needs to lead. But we cannot just scan no more and blanket and begin hollow and make noise. I'm like, I am sure there is a law within Britain. Let that law take its course. And the evidence would lead to, and the outcome it needs to lead to. Because at one hand, me, Matilda, me not going to come and say, before I became First Lady, I own this, I own that, I own the other, I had this, that, and the other. But yet still, being sure of all of this accumulation of wealth and money and comfort, I go back and go take from poor man. Abba, it is not done anywhere. It is not done anywhere. I wrote a piece on my personal Facebook platform. I wrote a piece on this. I just think back, maybe na a piece where I don't read Nayasu, but I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. Anybody will want to see the piece where I write on the First Lady flat situation and what have you, go to my personal platform on Facebook, you'll read it there. But this thing here really, it is what I can call ourselves a dilemma between what is moral and what is legal. What is moral? Na a juxtaposition, right? Between what is moral and what is legal. What is legal that, yes, as a single mother, blah, 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 you acquire for housing, blah, 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 you get the housing, yes, you pay for the housing, and this, that. You're not defaulting your payments, you acquire this OCR so legally, and legally you're paying for this house, you're paying your rent or mortgage or whatever it is, subsidized. Remember the word subsidy, to subside means say, because the person not able to get the full amount. Because in economic brackets, they at a certain level where he not go able get waiting it take or waiting in need for under usdi. So the government they can so you they pay something. And then the balance the government they help you pay. so that you go live a dignified life in society. You no go live like a destitute. You no go live in abject poverty. You no go be homeless. Because there are lots of homeless people, unhoused people there. Even in England, in London, you dey see unhoused people there where you go to certain areas there. You dey see, just like all over the world, you dey see a lot of unhoused people there. But God don't give you sababu. You're not in a situation of homelessness. You're in a situation where you small where you dey get that you go able to take care of your picking them, pay small rent, government kind side, give you money for you picking them because the government gives funding for the children until they're of a certain age in England, just like in Canada, right? And then I believe just like in the US, right? Give you small pay in addition and make sure say you get blankets. Okay. In that process, you buck you capto you mass something. When you don't buck you capto done, you don't mass that thing there. A bit to say that thing there where you mass, na better thing. The moment where you notice say the thing where you mass na better thing, forget the hype, because we all can package, packaging. Let me assume, and this is where my reasoning, my logical, unfiltered reasoning can come in say, make I assume say the host them na Gambia, where they put under your name, or where they claim say na you get them, where you say not to you get them, na you board and na you family property, then now na you board and then get them, whatever it is. Make we assume say for packaging sake, not to you been get them, or you go bluff some side, go talk some side, say now you been get them. Or you continue for talk, say you wealthy, you this, now you have been the first cell phone provider na the Gambia, now you have been the first person who been the cell phone, you dey into real estate, they buy expensive bag and suits, now also you dey build na legacy, you dey pay for it. Let us assume all of that is good. Because nobody not then at this wall here, so we no one for do better for himself and do better for him people then. Now, where morality come inside is that you don't go and they make all them lavish statements there so. They travel, they go talk all them big talk there so internationally. But yet still, you hang on to something we're supposed for the poor man, the one we not get, the one where they struggle, the one where they pray God say, hey Papa God, when me on time go reach, for make a laugh. I forget the Bible, the part in the Bible will say, will the righteous be forsaken or whatever, will the prey be taken from the captive and blah 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 blah. Where I think say the person say, even if now the crumb self, you go put them for the dog for liquor. So if now the crumb self make a get them. The behavior you portrayed in this situation is that not even the crumbs were you willing to feed to the dogs. That is the essence here in this matter. Not to the fact that you say, oh, your daughter was attending university, she needed a place to stay, she chose to stay in England, and so therefore she was staying in the flat. Madam, unage mansion inside England. So who are we fooling here? Why didn't your daughter move to the mansion who wanna buy in England? Why nobody na the also wanna buy in England? Or better yet still, if you don't want to draw attention to the also on a buy in England because you want your privacy, you want to maintain certain secrecy, whatever that is, nothing is secret. Why you not rent an apartment for them? You claim say if you be rent an apartment for them instead of left and the council fight that the same people and before can holler thief. No. I think it is more honorable for left the poor man, Osgi poor man them, so other poor man go benefit like how you benefit and go rent apartment or flats for you picking, because then that money is coming directly from your pocket. You are directly taking responsibility of your own. Like every parent did for their children, or most parents did for their own picking them. Parents then the way they go rent apartments then for them picking them where them they go university. Like me, so I don't ever stay at university housing. I always had my apartments. During my undergraduate degrees, I shared living accommodation. I had my own room, but for 2 years, because I not do them the entire time. For 2 years, I had a shared bathroom and a shared kitchen, all girls, and I've been sabi them all. For the years preceding that, I've been get me own how they can call and self-contained. By the time I finish all my undergraduate studies and what have you, I move on to me. I get my own apartment. I was in my own apartment. Not to government pay for any of them one day. Not to government pay for any of them one day. They were either paid for by my scholarships or by my family. So nothing is wrong if you take care of your young pikin. But the fact that you go now, you go hang on to something where the description of it now people who cannot afford. That is where the moral judgment comes in. That is where the moral judgment comes in. Make us say, okay, say something you know being. Sometimes the first year of una entering into politics, you not being sure will this boat cruise till the end, and say maybe you still hang on to it and say, hey, for the Bambai tomorrow. But when you clearly notice, say after 2018, when you don't launch Hunter for our gas done, all the money we don't inside, all the donation, all the this, all the that, all the talks then where you they go. All the forums then where you don't attend, all the padiums then where you they get, you clearly know for say, this why so my pockets don't soak. Why didn't you do the moral thing, the rightful thing, and let go of the apartment and say yes, God don't put me now a table. Now a table where my cup runneth over and overflows. My cup is running over and my cup has runneth over. So therefore, like what they can say, paying it forward. Let me pay it forward by giving up the flat and having a family in need. We go take over that flat through the right process. Why did you allow this thing to drag? Even last year when I do this analysis, I said, listen, if you know that you have accumulated all of this wealth that you're claiming to have accumulated, there is no need for you to hang on to this. How about you let go now than you be disgraced later? Because you see, you use Scorpio. Me don't know how they operate. You are not operating like the Scorpios I know in my family. Because I believe you born November, right? If I'm not a mistake. Which makes you a Scorpio. You know they operate as the Scorpios than women know. A real Scorpio no go sit down say somebody can vomit span. A real Scorpio would have made a move a long time ago. So you see the humiliation that you are now facing, the backlash that you are now facing, they structured and they now you self take you and deal. Because you could have avoided this a long time ago. But I don't know what possessed you, would have advised you. I still they talk and I say, get yourself a proper public relations person. Get yourself a proper speech writer. Somebody with training in speech writing. Somebody with training in public relation. Because my lady, sometimes the way you can open your mouth, where they talk, where they try for justify, or where they try for validate, they ask for sweller or forget the one day where they clap for you. Me na woman like you. Me na woman like you. I would not sit back and have and watch another woman fall, even from a distance. I would try for advice you. Una, excuse me, please. Can you lower your voice? Thank you. So una see, I don't know if it is pure greed. If it is obsession to accumulation of things, now it lead to this. But the justification given, it not pass the benchmark, it not pass the threshold at all. Because you are no longer in that situation financially. And so financially you can afford to have your child in a private housing while she attends university, while she finishes her schooling. There was no need to hang on to a government subsidized property where they get boku single mothers then, where they na the line they wait for years. Then get boku veterans then, people who don't go fight for that country. We make the country team up the way it team up. And then a line then they suffer. Then you see that you go hold on to. It is unfair. It is unjust. It is not rational. So, we know the dust did not quite settle on that one day. Naim, Madam Kam, he say, make we read what he say about in UCLA. Make we read what he say. I don't want to be the one to say it. Let's read what she said. Not this one, please. No, not this one, the other one, and then we'll come to this one. Yes, this one. Now give me a few seconds. I just want to make it go a bit bigger than my screen so I can read them alongside you now. Thank you. So the dust did not fully settle. We still depend this FGM talk, this cancellation of, whether keynote speaking or address. We still there inside this. How did you get a, whole of a private citizen medical report? We still depend this eviction talk. Then boom, Madam came with something that, as an educated woman myself, I'm always on the pursuit of knowledge, because they ever stop for land. Tell you the dice if you can continue for land. So me as somebody who celebrates knowledge, the pursuit of knowledge, the acquiring of knowledge. But there's a problem with this, a little bit of a problem with this situation. So Madam come and he write, he say, my dear fellow Sierra Leoneans, they address the nation. He say, Alhamdulillah. He say, by the grace and blessings of Almighty Allah, I have arrived safely in the United States to mark a monumental milestone in my educational journey. He said, later today, Friday, June 12, 2026, I am deeply honored to stand amongst the graduating class of the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. I will officially receive my Master in Public Health Administration. MPH, Master. Now, this is important. It's saying they receive a Master in Public Health Administration. Degree from UCLA, Fielding School of Public Health. This achievement is not mine alone. It belongs to all Sierra Leoneans. Your prayers, encouragement, and unwavering support have been a constant source of strength through this journey. Now, this would make sense if she had come and announced and said she was actually taking this degree and she had asked for the blessings and prayers and support of Sierra Leoneans. This message would have been more suitable to the people in your close circle who have supported you however long this degree has lasted, because that's what we do. When we say go, we go acquire knowledge. We dey acknowledge the knowledge we don't acquire, and then we dey also tell thank you to the one that we been team up behind we while we dey acquire this knowledge. But in this case, I'm not sure saying that the one who salon been team up behind you, we been dey acquire this knowledge. She goes on to say, public health administration is about building strong health system, improving access to quality health, shaping effective policies, and preparing future leaders to address global health challenges. The knowledge and skills gained through this program will further strengthen my commitment to advancing the health, well-being, and development of our people. The commencement ceremony will take place later this evening at 5:30 p.m. Los Angeles time, which will be 12:30 a.m. in Sierra Leone time. I am warmly inviting you all to join me in celebrating this proud moment of our nation. No, I am sorry, ma'am. The nation has nothing to do with us. Your educational pursuit has nothing to do with the nation. It is for you, okay? And then if you decide to use and share that knowledge by, being in a profession where eventually help shape policies or whatever in Sierra Leone, that may not mean for say na Sierra Leone. No. We can then mix up, box up them thing also. The pursuit of education and the pursuit of knowledge is for oneself, first and foremost, right? The benefit or the what you might call it, because at the end of the day, now that knowledge then I need make you get work, right? When you get work, when them pay you, you know they go distribute and a salon. Now you host, now your family they take and go. And if by any means you decide for be charitable to others, no mean for say you are charitable to the nation. No. and to follow the ceremony online in solidarity and support. Thank you very much for being part of this journey. No, Sierra Leone was not part of this journey. Some friends of yours, some family members of yours, your close knit was part of this journey. So if there's a thank you to be told, the thank you should go to them and not to the nation. But hey, I understand, right? Maybe, just as it's alleged, $210,000 in tuition, if it was coming from the country coffers, if the country coffers, the country Kotokuna pay this $210,000, and not to you, by you yourself, you young post, now pay this $210,000 allegedly, then it is okay to thank the nation, because the nation just gifted you a degree in the form of $210,000. But madam, this degree where you go take so, where first of all you called out the wrong degree. You did not receive a master's in public health administration. That's not what you received. That's not what you receive. So first of all, it begs to question if you self when they graduate, you know, sabi the naming convention, the titling of your degree, or you're not able to position your degree for what it is and you call them what it's not. Like me, nobody no go come and can say, Matilda, waiting at your degree them or waiting you they study right now, I'm not able to articulate waiting at the study, I go mix up box up and with something else. This come out directly at the school, at the UCLA website, UCLA web page. Because you see the thing about here, it's not like Sierra Leone. And the reason why I do this is because I was seeing too many backclashes of, oh, not to this degree gets, now that degree gets, not to this degree get, now that degree gets. But what I was not seeing is the evidence. And enough to say with me, when I talk, I not just they talk no more. I need evidence and I need direct evidence, substantiated evidence is very, very important. And so as somebody, we don't acquire 4 different degrees in this part of the world, I know for say, if you want for know wetin Matilda don't study, you just they go normal. Book. Now the schooling website. Book. Now the degree where they claim say I graduate from. Book. The graduating year book they come out. Book. My name go come out and it go show you exactly what I graduate with. And so for me, to do justice to her, because I don't want to go shut people them up. I want to go shut people them up and say, mind your business. But before I do so, I have to do my research. So like the researcher and students that I've always been, and again, as a communication professional, advisor, and strategist, I have to do my work. So I went directly to the school website. I went directly to the particular program itself. I went through their website page. I searched for the graduating class of this year. I searched for the School of Public Health. I wanted to see who were in the graduating list, what exactly they were graduating with. These are directly from the school. This is not what Matilda say. So make we cut the case. Right? Me no know that been say make we cut and like Bomad was. And I cut the case like Bomad was right now. Because in this part of the world, they don't hide these things. That's not what you lay so. But if you know less, the information is there in the public because it's not something they will hide. This is what is on the school website officially. Una make we go. I'm just waiting so that I can read it properly. It's too narrow for me. I am unable to read that. I'll need to. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Yes, that's better. So if we can take it to the top, please. So una see, right? This not to Matilda Mekan, this not to AI, una see say na the first lady in picture, na in dede. Una see say na UCLA the handle, na in dede. Them post this one here, so them post them right after the ceremony, I believe, or before the ceremony, but either before or after the ceremony, but the text will tell you, because this is what they do in these spaces. It reads, okay, it says tomorrow, so then post them a day before the ceremony. When they say tomorrow, means say they don't do a profiling of all of the candidates them and all of them gradients them, they do a proper profiling them. This is what of the official records where una will find of the first lady in certification. Like I say, bravo to her for, always engaging in the pursuit of knowledge. Me as somebody where I like book bad, and as a woman, again, kudos. However, make it learn for say the right thing and the correct thing. You cannot have one degree and call it something else. That is very important. And then they cause the backlash. So me they can clear the air now, officially from the school in handle. From the UCLA handle, it says, tomorrow, Fatima Maada Bio, the First Lady of Sierra Leone, will take the stage at Ross Hall at a graduation, as a graduate from our online, so now an online degree, you do the degree virtually, online MHA. And a member of INSEE Public Health Administration, PHA. There's a difference between a PHA and an MHA. The school say waiting Fatima graduate with now an online MHA program along with her fellow MHA classmates. And they go on to say, and our executive students in the MPH program. So then get two quadrants of two cohorts of students then. The first cohort of students then, now MHA, them in the land, and then graduate with. The second cohort of students then, when are they all they graduate, then they graduate with MPH. It goes on to say, it has been an honor to have her as a student these past few years and a privilege to see the work she continues to do for women in her country. Don't miss her future in the summer 2026 issue of the UCLA Fielding School of Public Health magazine. So the school is just like when you go university, every program gets a name, and sometimes the program will get a school name way attached to them. Like, for example, Ottawa, you then get Tafla School of Management. But you know, go talk, say, you graduate with a degree in Tafla School of Management. No. You will talk for say you graduate with an MBA from the Tafla School of Management. Now that MBA they will tell you what's in it mean. Right? So yes, indeed she graduated. But the degree where he graduates with is completely different from the degree where in right say he graduates with. She graduated with a master's in health administration, not a master's in public health administration. Big difference. Big difference. Even the entry, the requirements say for make somebody go do public health administration is far different from the requirements for make somebody do, how you call it, masters in health administration. If only, this is why I say, please, ma'am, get yourself a speechwriter, get yourself a solid professional public relation person. Because they're not going to let you make go right way to you right so without they not fact check, without they not cross check and make sure say whatever you dey pull na do is in accordance with what you graduate with. And I can show now the video of her, a few seconds video of her walking across the aisle with a master's degree, but she quoted the wrong thing. Make we watch.
Thank you. I ask that Dr. Laura Erskine, Professor and Director for the Master of Healthcare Administration degree program, please stand briefly and be recognized.
Hold on. As una dey watch the video, because I know for say Sierra Leone is so polarized right now. It's so politically intoxicated right now that somebody go and say, "But Matilda, but na lie, you dey lie, but the woman no don't go school all them years. I don't know what he graduate with." You see the beautiful thing about North America, I assume. When you dey graduate, when you dey walk across the aisle, then they also do and now that. Then they write your name and then they write the degree where you they graduate with alongside your name as you dey walk across the aisle. If you no feel to say na story they make, una watch the video carefully and una go see waiting and caption the first lady and the degree where then caption on it. Let us watch. So I don't see him. Waiting the right there, then say Fatima Bio, Masters of Health Administration. Bakam. Health Policy and Management. Bakam. That's not there. Let us not go and start belaboring this issue. No. Her degree is clear. What she graduated with is clear. Now, if you want to forget public health administration, then let her go into the health sciences. Make it go work now the health sciences. After you don't work now the health sciences, after a few years, you don't get all the degrees them and blah 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 blah. Then she would qualify for the other one. But if you don't work in the health sciences, there is no way, people. There is no way, no how. So you see, sometimes now when they create issues for instance, there would have been no issue, no backlash, no confrontation. If only she had just taken one extra minute to understand exactly what they graduate with, instead of leading on innocent, gullible people. Leading on innocent, gullible people say, "Now this now this I don't get to. Thank you, salon. No don't allow for make I use $210,000 of money there. Now this paper also now don't can get to. And then I can't use that for pepper on her back." There were 3 people in that program. 2 women. Now wait, Seth, make a. Now wait. Give me a second. Cause me, I can like for talk with evidence, so I like evidence bad. Now give me a second. I like evidence so much. Because some people might want to say Matilda blah 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 blah. Please, I go one for more. I go if you know how for such universities, their website is very easy. I go to the UCLA, I go to the School of Public Health, I go down the list, I search for the graduating list of 2026 convocation. Summer semester for this particular program. It give una everything. Only they give una, it go give una the dean of the faculty, the faculty staff them, the dissertation people them, everything. The program we're not able to post this one also, but I'm just going to show you guys something. The program, like I say, where Fatima enrolled with, then they get 3 students. 3 students. Wait, make up time. 3 students. These are directly from the UCLA. 3 students. And then put a student perspective. Department of Health Policy and Management. Get Fatima Bio, you get another woman, and you get another man. There is no need, like technology is so waiting and call these days, that there is no need for aggrandize things. There is no need. If you come back, you go the 2026 graduating year, you see. When I see the 2026 graduating year, when I see Student Perspective Department of Health Policy and Management, so now they see the 3 students then. Turning advocacy into sustainable action for women's health. Now see, I cannot make these things up because the first person with them profile is just because I don't want to go, the website's too dense to go through. But let me do this here. Now see, the first person with them profile is Fatima Bio on the page. And then do a write-up on them. And I can see the degree where they say they can get. It's very, it's all there. And then the second person, now the man, where them profile, okay? Then profile the man. And then the third person, you see, now the woman, where them profile. So not only one grade no more them profile all the students them for that year, for that cohort day. And the only person pandem all 2, the other lady who I show now, in graduate with a P, with an MPH, The other lady now in graduate with the MPH, Fatima Bio in graduate with the MHA, and then the guy in graduate with a MD and PhD. These are directly on the university website. Now UCLA the website. Me not the type of person I not like for public shame, public embarrass, and what have you. For me, the right thing to have done is that the moment he realized, say there was an error in it, he been for don't go edit in post. And write the correct term and say the right thing instead of just leaving it out there. For make it take tentacles on its own. It is not needed. It is not worth it. Why this day was supposed to have been a beautiful day. A day where people then for celebrate and say, despite whatever, at least is still they go on the pursuit of knowledge. Whether not the country money now, whether not to the country, not to the country, she's still trying to acquire knowledge to understand this issue, for understand, if not the practical, but the theoretical foundation of these issues. So this write-up now, in self do am for the school publishing. So when again admission, they do a profiling of all the students then. This write-up, Fatima Maada Bio, una see, this waiting with the show so right now on the screen, now direct, see, I tell you about the 3 students then. And I tell you about the program. Waiting with the show so right now on the screen are the 3 students then. Fatima Bio Indu, she did a master's in health administration, right? MHA. The guy within at the middle, he do a master's degree and a PhD combined. Then the lady within at the far left, now in at the one we do the master's in public health. The school right and the Bangba or the Fatima Maada Bio, MHA student, health policy and management. And he writes the reason why he can do this program. Yeah. So when I see the other guy, Martin, whatever, Qualit, whatever, Z, in MD/PhD student, health policy and management. Instead of getting on like top. And then when I go down to the lady, diver or diva, whatever. This name sounds very Bangladeshi. I don't get the energy for pronouncing right now. When I see into the MPH, now the MPH student, health policy and management. So why claim something you did not earn? Why not be proud of what you earned? That is my thing. Why claim something you did not earn? Why not be proud of what you earn? And let those who want to celebrate you for what you've earned celebrate you genuinely. And not can put a cloud of, right now you don't can put something funny inside this thing and so way for be something good, something worth celebrating. You don't come put a shroud down with doubt from people, and it's unnecessary. Like I show the video where you walk through the aisle as a human being, you go collect, you waiting and call. But what they claim say you collect, not only you collect. And now, these gullible people, very gullible people, including very high-ranking people inside the SLPP, I see them, they clap, bye-bye, baby, bye-bye, baby, bye-bye, baby. And I'm like, what are you clapping for? What are you clapping for? Are we clapping for the mere fact that, yes, she has pushed herself to be educated, to gain more knowledge, and for understand? Because you see, to have a little bit of an introductory practical knowledge of these things and to understand the theoretical backings or the theoretical foundations of some of these things is very, very important. You cannot understand these debates for what they are without taking the time to understand the theoretical foundation, without taking the time to understand the nuance system, without taking the time to understand, the importance, what it even bring about these type of studies. But a bigger question is to be asked here. A bigger question is to be asked. And that question there is, was it worth? And remember, we all get degrees then from very, very reputable institutions then. And now with choice. I remember someone sent me something where the First Lady is saying she would love to attend Frabe College. Very good. And I hope she on her pursuit of knowledge and whatnot, she does so. But the question we're going to ask is that, despite the fact that she's entitled to have done what she's done, was it worth spending $210,000 to acquire a degree from a prestigious university, with that same degree if you want to really show your people that you are with them because you shouldn't have make you go, why make you not go na IPAM and go do one? Why make you not go in July, go do one? I don't know if Frabe College offers such degrees. Why didn't you go to Frabe College to do it as well? The cost would have been significantly less. 9 times, maybe even lesser, or even more. Maybe 9.8 times lesser. Had you gone to do it at Njala, Frabe College, or IPAM? Remember, I say, I am not saying that it is not your choice and you do not have the right for going to any school of your choice so long as you can afford it. I am just saying, given the optics, why didn't you? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So my people, I want to read few comments then. Can we? And also on no call. Una can just don't know make man they grind what's in this place. Let's read some comments. Let's read some comments. Let's read some comments. Let's take some comments. Make I go to... Okay, so Ghana was the last comment for Agrari. It says, good day, my sister. I don't know who that down there. I know you always can see the name there. If person no writes the name, good day to you as well. Waiting at the next comment. It says, hello, Sister Matilda. Hello to you as well, whoever that is. What next? He says, how true she is from Liberia. I don't know who is from Liberia, but like I said, I was talking about a petroleum company. Okay, let's go. He says, exactly, sis, why? Okay, I think the person follow later on, catch on to it and they say, and also ask the question I'm asking, why? It says, God bless you, my sister. Our beloved nation is strapped by a set of unpatriotic criminals. God save our people. Criminals, I'm not sure. Definitely waiting and do, not a show of patriotism at all. It says, left some lost generations, sis. We keep hope alive. How about that? It says, Matilda, please move on to the topic you're talking. Don't mind some people. No, so one time I get for mind people. One time I get for no say make people know for say yourself you they shake like how they shake. Trust me. I don't do this often, but one time I have to let them know that Miss F me can shake just like how they shake. It goes on to say, Matilda, don't waste your time on those blind folks. Everything they want to politicize it because of their interests. Keep on your good job and continue educating us. Absolutely. But now we all educate each other now. Not only one thing. I give small, you said give me small. And I make I can read in our comments. I'm watching from Brazil. I'm watching Brazil versus Morocco. Plus watching Matilda. Voicing the truth. But about this night and God, professional multitasker. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, what next? It says there's another write-up she posted where she wrote what a historical milestone for Sierra Leone. I don't get it seriously, and neither do I. It says, hello everyone, hello to you as well. It says, female genital circumcision, FGM, is customs and tradition in Sierra Leone. Parliamentarian, what is this? Is composition resolves around customary and traditional leaders are part of the parliament in Sierra. Yeah, I know the traditional leaders are part. I didn't quite get what this person was trying to say, to be honest. Female genital circumcision is It's custom and tradition. I don't want to open this custom and tradition debate. I honestly don't want to open this custom and tradition debate because to have a custom and to have a tradition, you must understand its genesis, you must understand its root. If I ask any of you and I ask you, the root or the genesis, the historical root or genesis of the Bondo practice, would you accurately give me the history of it? Do you truly understand where the Bondo practice emanated from? Under the circumstances it was put into practice. Do you truly understand the concept of Bondo, original, from where it came from, the ideology and perception behind it? If you not truly understand, trust me, on all go put your nef them down and pray God and say, may God have mercy. And really sit down and form something within your roots that is your own. But I will not go into that. To have that kind of conversation, there are need for get that kind of conversation with deep intellectuals who, when I speak, they understand what I say without having to repeat myself. It says on Mamina Tape, even in degree, he gets for spinam. For once, this woman not go talk to her. I don't know. Let us say it was a slip of tongue. Let us say it was a typographical error. How about that? Is this typical? What is wrong here? I'm not sure what the question is. Let's move on. I don't know what that question was. Sierra Leone will surely rise again. Amen to that. What's the next one? It says somebody says we should be talking about cost of living, hardship of people, electricity, water, health, and medical systems of the people of Sierra Leone. And yes, I do talk about that equally. In life, you have to find an equal balance. You can't just talk about one thing consistently and forget about the others. Life is not built that way. You have to find an equal equilibrium. Yeah? I do talk about that. If you keep watching the show, you will notice I not limit me topic them on one thing. I talk about everything, yeah? It's not to typographical error na deliberate. Fatima go can tell una say more na go talk am to na ancestors them. And someone wrote, I think I recognize that picture, photograph smart. Indeed, Matilda, it's deeper than deep. Another person wrote, through manifestation of criminality in is immune in her DNA. I don't know that one day, oh, now you talk. Anyways, my people, I think I have come here to do exactly what I set out to do, to analyze the issue for what they are, the issues for what they are, put an objective balance to them, question where question needs to be raised, ask and provoke thoughts where they need to be provoked. We can't give up, we can't be silent. Silence is not an option. We just have to keep pushing, we just have to keep going and keep believing that one fine day, something, something will mesh, something will come together, right? And we can all rejoice. And for me, Matilda, I hope that thing is in my, during my lifetime. I sincerely hope and pray that it is during my lifetime. Listen, when I know for saying not to this normal making do, I do my philanthropy, I do my this, I do my activism, I do my that. So next week I won't be here. I will be emceeing at an event. That event day, if I not go MC that event, that person they go kill me. So I won't be here next week. I'm going to see if I can develop a system whereby I do a pre-recording for the weeks then or the weekend then when I go there. And then left hand phone. I don't know yet. Don't hold me on it, but we'll see. Listen, people, I don't exhaust the time already. Half an 30 minutes extra. I go on a bonya, serious bonya for last week. I felt bad, but I can't do more than this. May God bless you all. May God bless Mama Salone. Okay? Take care. Goodbye.
So we say make we drive Kushna Salone, but we life them.
That is so right, yeah now. What's if they do what we bother them, they die. Push on down the hill, now them body just they try. So foot at them body, they and now they just they cry. Now we bother them foot so they swell, now why? I don't know if now the chemical or what's in them they put. Best now for avoid them, nothing but the truth. Other food and they for it, come up be young kush. We still bring this message so you do work for you. Oh, look me.